Yes, I can, Ling. Yes, I can. Run! Run! Also, I thought you were D&D yesterday, but have a good D&D session. And hello, everybody. Good morning, bedbreads and slappy heads. There it is. All falling apart again. Bedbreads and slappy heads. 2 D&D campaigns. Well, la-dee-da. Must be so cool. You must think you're so neato. This might be the final battle. Oh, never mind. That's really cool. Go enjoy yourself. Also, first of all, the real first of all is congratulations to Minerva and Brian for first and second, respectfully. Hello, Minerva. Hello, Brian. Hello, Ling. I hope that everybody's doing well today. We're doing art today. I've lost my art glove. One moment while I try to find it. I never moved this thing. How did it... Oh, it's all uphill from here, boys and girls. One moment. Oh, there you are. As of this morning, my folks are away on vacation, which means the inmates are running the asylum. Oh dear. Somebody stop Brian. He's going nutso over there. He's flipping over furniture. He's throwing bags of burning food out into the yard. He's a menace. He's going into other people's houses and tying their shoelaces together. You know, the neighbors are complaining. The police have been called. Remember my dad would do that to me sometimes if I took a little bit long to like get back to work at 1, because we would eat at 12, like at noon. Then we'd lay down for about an hour and then we would go back out. And if he noticed that I was taking a little bit long, he would tie my shoelaces together. I just feel like he was so funny when he did that. He thought he was hilarious. He thought he was the funniest man known to mankind. SMH my head. Alright, we are getting into some port today, and hopefully the music's coming across. I'm just using the Spirit City lo-fi sessions for music in the background, because I always try to find music on YouTube, and then it's all like, do I want this one or do I want this one? Maybe I'll do it. And at one point, I was just like, well, wait, I'm gonna be using the timer anyway. That sounds like a very mean man, right, Roland? You get me. Thinks he's the funniest guy. I hope you're doing well today, by the way, Roland. Oh, hiccups. This should be. Yes. All right. So far, so good. I'm glad to hear that. Change this part now. There. I'll have to remember to do that and hopefully do it intelligently. Oh, wee woo. Oh, that's right. The microphone won't pick that up now because there's a noise gate. You know what? Neat. I don't have to wee woo anymore, except for I'll still do it because I'll forget that I have a noise gate and I'll just be like, oh, wee woo. Then everyone will go, Will, what the hell are you talking about? Oh yeah, right. Sorry about that, everybody. The only problem is I'm gonna be like rocking out to the music and occasionally forget that I'm rocking out to the music, and that'll be very embarrassing. But That's its own situation. We can get there. You know, we can get past that. And hello, Levi. I hope that you're doing well. So, let's get started on this as I try to desperately remember what I'm doing. And we these together in their own folder. This is freeze. This part. Background. I'm gonna have to fix the background a little bit because I don't like the way this looks in particular. It just feels a bit off. Even though it would be correct, it still feels wrong, but we'll get to that part when we get to it. We'll do the touch-ups and the fixes and the cleanup and such later. Right now, I just want to get on it. Also, Ling, I don't know if I said, but good luck with the big final fight. I believe in ya. Punch the big bad evil man right in his dick. Just. It's the only logical thing to do, and anything other than that is incorrect. Unless, of course, you're playing as, like... Actually, I don't know which character this is. Wait, Leg, is this your... Wait, do you even have a monk character? I know that Ling's not even there, but I'm all of a sudden just having moments of, like, wait. I don't actually remember what Ling all deals with in terms of characters. Crap. So I think what we're gonna do today, by the way, I do want to use the little, you know, like the lo-fi, music and the timer. I'm specifically using the timer for myself so that I can keep up with what I'm trying to do, because it can be difficult sometimes to keep up with stuff, but at the same time, it's one of those weird things where, like, I want to simultaneously actually try to get better at showing my work to people because I need that exposure therapy, but I also want to have the timer in the background, so I'm like, okay, I don't think I can get the task list on here because it will look strange. It's like, all right, we'll just ignore that, but during the breaks, I really actually want to start cracking open and learning more about this TTRPG that like free PDF that I downloaded last night. And I'm like, I'm just torn right now, you know, where I'm like, can I read that on stream? I should be able to because it's a free PDF. But I'd have to set it up to be able to read it, and it's a whole thing, so it's like, maybe we just don't do that. You know what? We'll figure it out on the go. We'll play it by ear. That's what... I didn't realize I could pet you. Did not realize that was a thing I could do. Oh, got mildly jump scared just now. There's my... But yeah, so if you hear like the and then the like ba-ting sound at one point, like just know that I have the co-working thing in the background, which that so that I actually have time to do the. Just gonna hit that button now so that I can get started, and in the meantime. Go ahead and get started with this here doodle. I guess it's not really a doodle anymore, is it? Because, you know, actually put some time and effort into it. Oh, it's right there. Okay, I can work with this. If it's just there, I think this. That. There. That'll do fine. Will work just fine and Dan. Now I'm gonna have to use this as reference fairly often. I'm so not gonna remember how to actually do all this. But gosh heckin' dang it, we're still gonna try. We'll call this one Treehouse Fine Art. Here. Go for just a simple black. We'll probably end up painting it in color later, but spell. Wouldn't that? There we go. It is one of those things now where now that we've been working on the work along streams more, there is a somewhere in my head that's like, why don't you just keep making this a work along stream? Then people know that you're not going to be that interactive, that you're going to be quiet. It's like, it's not a bad idea. No, I will be a bit more quiet to some degree. Ah, that's right. I was being a goober about it. There. Like, this part is not going to be that difficult because just kind of trying to mimic what actually does go all the way to the top there. Better? Actually look here. Ah, okay. Relative. Oh. Just take our approach to it here. And Nevek, congratulations on 3rd. How are you today, my dude? I hope that you're doing well. Interesting. Or we do actually need all things considered, not bad. Are y'all healed up? Are you finally all patched up and no longer on the mend? And hello, Spencer. How's it going? Hope you guys are both doing well. Still have a bandage, but that's more due to the cut from the claw than the impact. Yeah, for sure. Not bad. Glad to hear that, Spencer. Are you also getting hit by like a strange up and down temperature wave right now? Where like you're getting like high 20s, and then all of a sudden you're getting like high like 10s, maybe not even. Like mid-10s. That's kind of what we're dealing with my area where it's just like, but why? Why must it be like this? '20s, he said. Well, in Celsius, sir. Oh, never mind. Okay, you know what, Navek? You chose to live in a place that is like, what? Like 20% of it is swamp? You chose your life. Don't you come to me complaining about the life you chose. I don't even know if that was a solid guess. In honesty, call me out if I'm just full of shit, Navek. 'Cause chances are I am. Yeah, and I was being lazy here with the lack of windows because it actually doesn't work to have windows there, so. But we can say that there's a window, like, on this side. Single digits temp in the morning. Low to mid 20s in the at high. Or as we call it over here, normal. We are going to be getting single digit lows and then like mid 10s high. But, whew, that's a wave. Now, I do live near a swamp. In a bowl below sea level, in a place where humidity is between 60 and 70% average. Navek, it is a miracle that people live there. It is genuinely a marvel of human ingenuity and stubbornness that such things are possible. Basically 24 is me sitting in a nice AC'd room, and that feels chilly to me. 24 is warm, Navek. You silly goober, you. You poor traumatized soul. Me out here just talking mad shit. I apologize. North Alberta is also a swamp during summer. Oh dear. My condolences, Spencer. Humans are really good at adapting to different times. I think the argument more is that humans are really, really good at being really stubborn. Like, you know, plant flag into the dirt. This is my house. Watch as the ripples from where you push the flag attracts a number of gators that they then swat off with sticks, and they're just like, this remains my house. It's like, sir, just move somewhere else. No. Man, it shows here for the first like 15 years a few months ago, and that was wild. Oh, sorry, hold on. Man, it snowed here for the first time in like 15 years a few months ago, and that was wild. I want to write a science fiction about humans just being unknowingly stubborn on things. Well, I'm sure they exist, but you should still write it nonetheless. Humanity, fuck yeah. This is my house. Wipe your feet before you get here. Exactly. Even though the house is like half submerged in swamp. Just like, you think you can trek that mud in here? That non-swamp mud into my house? Out with you! Humans, or aliens can't take that planet. It's just wild storms and hostile creatures. Humans, I'll take it. Well, Navek, what's the game again? Endless Space 2 has it that if you get certain technologies, you can inhabit, like, gas giants, you know? Like, you can land on a planet that is more gas than it is like physical matter. I love it. Oh, it's Stellaris. You're right. It is Stellaris. Sorry. They're both good, like, SpaceX games. Like, you know, like Space 4X games. So my brain's immediately just like, yeah, that's what it is. That makes sense. I get confused easily. As an old man in his, well, the age that I'm at, I'm confused easily. Oh, bye-bye there, bot. What? The names of the bots sometimes are so enjoyable to witness. Like, Corrective Brownstone, Baija. Like, we all know that there's, like, what do you call it? Like, an engine out there that's, like, name 1, name 2, name 3, and it just slots it in with AI choices. But sometimes they're just incredible. Where you're just like, I don't know how you reached this, but well done. My favorite conspiracy theory. Hold on, wait. Saturn has floating cities, moon colony, colony on Titan, Venus, and Mars terraformed. Earth has a massive ring around it. Mercury turned into a forge. And hello, Itachi Crow. I hope that you're doing well. And congratulations on the 5-watch streak. My favorite conspiracy theory is that aliens are pulling strings behind the scenes to keep us trapped on Earth because our species is the great conqueror of prophecy. Yeah. They're literally just like, well, Spencer, in some way, we resemble like orcs from 40K, you know? Like, the most of the time, the reason that we're not conquering everything is because we're too busy fighting each other. Or even like, what is it? Like the Krogan in Mass Effect, you know? That it just turned into just... It's just like, dude, we could be a galactic species right now. We're just too busy headbutting with each other. And there are people who are trying to be like, will we just stop fighting? What do you mean they got into space by riding on controlled explosions? I mean, yeah. Yeah, other species just like, what do you mean they're not using anti-gravity tech like the rest of us? What do you mean they're literally exploding themselves into space? What do you mean they don't have space elevators where they can do propulsion like outside of their own atmosphere? Such primitive creatures. What do you mean they're knocking on our front door right now? They're still using combustible firearms? What do you mean they've killed half our army? I'd like to think that humans, though, they're half the reason that they're winning against, how to say it, like alien wars is they take the same approach as the colonization of the Americas, where we throw, you know, like 3,000 centuries equivalency of like smallpox blankets at the enemy. You know, we're using the year 3000's versions of trebuchets to lob disease-ridden cattle into their cities. Oh, humans, the human history is a nightmare of a lack of brotherhood. Just in all ways. Just the worst. Planets evolve over millions of years to produce toxins to repel birds and insects from eating it. Humans, I'm into that shit. Yeah, what is it? Like, spicy food, caffeine, nicotine, aka tobacco, marijuana plants. I believe the effects of marijuana come from something that is supposed to deter us from eating it. Like, there's just so much stuff that we, as humans, are just like, num num num, that every other creature is just like, Jesus Christ. Like, the bird people's version of religion is just like, look not upon the humans, for they are frightful. Mayhaps we can learn from them. We cannot. Do not even attempt to think such things. Oh, I never even made this line. Well, that's just embarrassing. Alien warrior, I am 10,000-year-old veteran of the war. I am unmatched. Some 20-year-old from Idaho armed with a runaway military budget. You sure about that? Look, we all know that even if we make it into space, somehow we're still going to have, like, some frickin' prison colony platoons that are using, like, space AK-47s, you know? Because we figured out that in space, they still somehow manage to work. You know how, like, when you tear, like, an AK apart piece by piece, it still works? It's just like, yeah, if you take this part away from the AK, it still fires. If you take this away from the AK and put, like, a plastic bottle on it, it still fires. If you take away this and just attach this little, like, piece of elastic, as long as you're willing to fidget with it, it still fires. It's just like, we just figured out a way to fire it in low oxygen environments. It's like, yeah, if you just do this, it still fires. POV, you thought invading Earth was going to be a catwalk, a cakewalk. Now a Florida man is attacking your squad, is eating your squad members to find out what they taste like. Look, we're still using the M2 Browning, which is like a 100-year-old gun at this point. I'm convinced we'll be stacking aliens with it on the edge of space. We've just created, we just changed the bullets slightly so that they can combust in low oxygen environments, but they're still, like, it's the same round. It's just a different mixture of gunpowder and other things in the casing. But all things else are exactly the same. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous. I have a love-hate relationship with us as a species, just simply because of how innovative we are, but in just, like, the dumbest ways. You know? Again, gestures at what Navek said earlier about, like, plants spend millions of years to evolve itself to repel things. We as people, num 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 num. Spencer, I have no doubt in my mind that the bolt action is going to see action. Absolutely 100%. The Mosin-Nagand, or the Mosin-Nagand, or the Moist Nugget, as some people call it? Absolutely! Humans are amazing because how multi-layered we are. Our behavior is different. How often do you see the headlines? 2 die attempting to rescue a drowned child. If a man got lost in the mountains, hundreds will search, and often 2 or 3 searchers are killed. But the next time someone gets lost, just as many volunteers turn out. Poor arithmetic, but very human. It runs through all our folklore, all human religions, all our literature. A racial conviction that when one human needs rescues, others should not count the price. I mean, very true. Borderline ridiculous at some point. Unfortunately, it's also the reason that so many people get bonked during situations of war, right? Because there's just like, well, I gotta make sure that I'm protecting my family and my family's family. You know, put on a helmet, pick up a rifle, get murdered running at a frickin' a machine gun emplacement during the Battle of the Somme in World War I. It's a very double-edged sword that we, as people, function as. But it's a difficult one to argue against in the sense of that it doesn't make us as human as we are. You know? Like, you can argue how dumb of a thing it is that we do that. Absolutely. There are very good arguments against it. But it's also one of the most human things that there is. As Devek just said, if someone's missing, rally up the town. We're gonna go look for them. Devek, don't think I don't see you there, sir. Don't think I didn't just see that. I really shouldn't have my Steam open while I stream. Because then I see people hopping into vidjas and I'm like, yeah, that's a vidya. Having a little moment where I'm going to be quiet. I apologize. They end up with the most creative ways to kill each other and also the insane lengths to help or heal. That's the thing that's always so strange and is probably one of the reasons why we as a species exist. Because we're simultaneously really good at killing each other and we're also simultaneously pretty good at figuring out ways to fix it. Though sometimes incredibly resistant. I will never not get over, I will never get over the fact that there was a guy who figured out germ theory and then other doctors were like, kick the shit out of that guy, he sucks. And it's like, no, stop it. If we were one or the other, we probably would have died off. Unfortunately, probably. I do believe you may be correct. And I don't know whether I should be happy or upset about that. I suspect the correct emotion is indifference. Just yep. I'm just impressed. You know what? Maybe that's the healthier way to look at it, Nivek. Maybe like I'm just perplexed. The duality of man is the key to the success of the species. Cry about it, flexes. Oh. Spencer basically just flexing on me right now. Fida, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate that.
Wills L3 blue pillow, Wills L3 blue pillow, Wills
Oh,
L3
here we
blue
go.
pillow,
I'm ready.
Wills L3 blue pillow, 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 Wills L3 lurk, Wills L3 blue pillow.
Yeah, there we go. Also, Fida, I feel like I've been saying your name wrong this entire time, and I need you to tell me if I have been so that I can feel embarrassed and, adapt accordingly. It's Fida. Yup. Fida. As in, feed a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Worry about it too much. Just the other day, I remember you reading someone's message. And, them saying your name and you saying it accordingly. And I was like, oh, crap. Yeah, teach a man to fish and he'll eat forever. Boom! We know how it is. Once again, congratulations, by the way, Fida, on beating Sekiro. I know that one boss was really elbow dropping you for a while, but you prevailed. And I was so sad that I came in as the credits were rolling. I was like, no, I thought I was gonna be here in time. Flips table, rolls on floor, making all the grumble noises. But still, very proud of you for doing so. I know that you are a more persistent person than I. Games like that will frustrate me very rapidly, and I'll pretty quickly be like, frick it. Literally just like throw thing across room and How's what today? I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit sad because I woke up and turns out all my plants that I put outside to get some fresh air got eaten by either birds or squirrels. I'm not sure which one. I suspect birds. And so my plans today got a little bit interrupted by that because I was gonna do a bunch of things and then just it resulted in me being like, all right, I still got a couple of plants in like the little like small plant trays, so I'll replant those over back to the now empty pots, and I'll replant new seeds, and we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm too late when it comes to replanting seeds, but it's gonna be close. I sadly can't do chicken wire, Fida, because I'm on the 11th floor, and having a lot of metal on your balcony is probably not a safe thing to do when thunderstorms be about. But I think, because I have to go to my parents' place next week for a couple days, I'm probably going to try to build a little cover with some wood and probably some plastic mesh. I think mesh is the word that I want to use there. So I should be able to make something. I'll need to take some measurements before I leave. But yeah, that was kind of like oh, that's a shame. Like, kind of woke up and was like really defeated and was like, I don't even like want to take a shower right now because that's just kind of throwing a wrench in the cogs of my day. And then finally it's like, no, now you definitely need to take the shower because that's going to push all of this defeatism out of your head. So I took a quick shower and was just like, yep, that was absolutely the right thing to do. Go outside, like, assess the damage. They were all gone. There was basically nothing recoverable, unfortunately. So it's like, all right, let's fill up the one tray with some of the old dirt, and we'll start planting some seeds again. So we'll get it sorted out. It'll make it. I'll make it work. So yeah, that's kind of most of my day. The original plan was to spend the morning reading reading a new TTRPG that I want to learn. That has now been put on the back burner mildly, but other than that, I'm relatively good. Here, because otherwise it's... Well, no, the tree actually goes through the bottom. It'll be right there. Or is it this branch? No, it has to be. So... But yeah, Fida, watching that playthrough of yours, like, almost makes me want to play Sekiro, as I think I made the joke on your stream. But, like, I also know that that's a terrible idea because those games just frustrate me. I do enjoy them, but I can't stream them because I hate... how to say it? I have a very bad relationship with the feeling of failure, and those games are like designed to be like, no, you're gonna get knocked down a lot before you can move on. Oh no, streaming. But you push through it. No, you did it. I think you did the right thing by pushing through it, because it was very, like, I think all of your chat was super hype when you beat it. Because, like, there's a huge joy in watching someone overcome like a difficulty like that, right? Where it's just like, yes, they did it. That's how I felt about it, at least. People are way too nice that way. Well, funny you should say that. We were just talking about how people are weird AF. Oh, no, wait. Right. Sure. More of a square than anything. Me re-remembering my own design. Also, people are weird. Absolutely. We were making some funny ha-has earlier about joking about how inevitably when human beings reach space, we're gonna be going to war with all the space people, and somehow we're going to use the most primitive technology to do so, And somehow that's going to still work. Because people. Oh, me needing to re-remember all of my perspective to make sure this all works properly. Oh, so I need to sit properly. Trying to make a point to sit better because I've been starting to get into that wonderful situation where I'm getting a bit of back pain again. It's like, nope, it's because you're sitting poorly. Sit better. Do better. You can do this. Okay. Fine. Just because me said so, I'll do it. That feel when Murder Rape figured out that your energies... Look, we're very good at thinking of ways in a very specific way. And sometimes it don't make an iota of sense. But we do it anyway. No one knows why. Start with... Hello, Artificer. How are you? Happy birthday once again, even though at this point I think it was a day or two ago. I don't know, streaming every day has made me forget what time is. Time is not real. But happy post-birthday, like a day or so ago. 2 days ago? 1 day ago. 3 days ago. 2 days ago. I don't remember. Time is an illusion. It was on Thursday. Okay, so 2 days ago was right. Perfect. I did it. I did a heckin' remember. Hope that you're doing well, by the way, Artificer. Hope that you're doing a heckin' good day today. Oh. Nope. These stairs are gonna be a nightmare. Oh. Ugh. No. Current goal for today is to just get the line art done. If I can get the line art done, I'm already a pretty happy boy. If I can get more done, fantastic. Right now we're just aiming for the line. It's been so strange streaming every day, though, because there's that... How to say? It feels like you always need to be on, like you always need to be entertaining to some degree, but because of that, you don't really turn off before or after stream. So there's this weird, like, oh, I feel like more creative and wittier, but being on all the time also makes it feel like I'm not being creative or witty. You know, like... because the baseline is now just a straight line, has just like moved to here. So instead of being like creativity, 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 it's just creativity, and it's just like, oh man, I wonder what it's like being creative or being witty or funny or entertaining, etc. What I'm saying is I'm learning a lot about streaming every day. Even though I've done it twice already in 2 different Septembers. It only took 2 Septembers for me to, and then halfway through, about halfway through May, of just like, oh, this is difficult, I see. There are very particular things that it does to the old noggin. Nice thing, though, that a lot of it I can just do really fast. Just some straight lines. Even if it doesn't look perfect, it'll still display what I need it to. Okay, we can knock some things out nice and quick through this. That done. Any sense? No, I'm not done yet. So don't mind the noise, I just need it for the music. I hear. Yeah, no, I got a 5-minute break, which I'm going to spend not taking a break. Who takes breaks? Breaks are for nerds. I ain't no nerd. Just insert all of like that really like toxic grind set mentality commentary here. It's a really cute emote, actually, Fida. I like that. That is very cute. That means this actually has to... lowered a bit. Means that that's gonna have to go down, and then we do the thing, then I have to go down, and we do the thing, I have to go down, do the thing. Okay. The stairs are just gonna take a while because stairs. Like, not gonna be particularly difficult, but it's just gonna be more of a thing, do the thing. It's just repetition. And from there, we'll have to do the planks. That should be most of the line art. At that point, it's going to come down to coloring, which will be its own little adventure. That can be done and shall be done. Then we'll have to do the line art for the front, but it's going to be more difficult because I technically need to, technically need to draw it in the same style as the back, but probably a slightly brighter, like a fragment brighter. Not bad. Yeah, without the stairs in place and some guardrails every now and then, it looks a little bit odd. Because who builds guardrails with, like, 20 feet of no support? Imagine leaning on that thing and feeling it bow under your weight. Like, it doesn't matter how heavy or light you are. Like, that thing is gonna go boom. Nivek is a carpenter of sorts. He does building. Nivek, what's your opinion of this? Should these handrails have some support in them, or is this okay? Trying to imagine a fully OSHA compliant treehouse. Probably doesn't exist if I were to take a guess, Vita. If I were to try and imagine it, I too can't imagine it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, unfortunately it's that time in the stream again where the ads are creeping up, so we're going to be taking a quick 3-minute break to appease the server spirits, but in the meantime, since we don't like watching ads, during those 3 minutes, if you can and are able to, I hope that you get up and stretch, grab yourself some meat, grab yourself some drink, make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves, and I'm probably going to go get a yogurt. I'll be back ASAP. BRB. And we're back. And have a good one, Fita. That's awesome. Good luck, be brave. Also, I need to good luck, be brave my way into putting my frickin' captions on. Did it work? Are you capturing my stuff? Maybe not. I'm suspecting not. Let's try this again. How about now? That looks like it's working. We check over here. Haha! Success! There we go, because I realize if muted, probably not going to hear me, so maybe just a mess right there. Even if I don't get heard, is that really that bad? I have to have our glove on. Get the shenanigans. Get these stairs done specifically. Oh no, and they know they have the captions now. Thank you, Vita. Please have a great time. I want to ask so many questions. As someone who loves TTRPGs and loves learning them, there's like a TTRPG mention. Tell me everything about your character. Tell me. Like, no, Will, leave them alone. Stop it. Like me wrangling myself. The meme of like the person holding the leash of somebody who's freaking just vibrating violently. Just like, this is both of me. There's the lack of impulse control me and the one who's desperately trying to keep the lack of impulse control me under control, but is tired. Oh. One moment. Sorry, I had to really quickly support somebody because it turned out a friend of mine just graduated. And when you suddenly realize that they graduated, you're just like, oh, well, you gotta take a second out of your day to make sure that people know. There we go. Now I'm back in it. Back in it to win it, in it to win it, quit. There was a series of rhymes that I could have done there. But look, not everyone's smart enough to figure out what they are, and I'm one of them. Let's draw stairs. Part of me wants to draw them kind of poor, you know? Just be like, oh, those look dangerous to walk on, and it's like, they are. Why don't you come on in and join us? I don't know if I'd make it. You won't. The stairs won't allow it. They're too dangerous. I feel like I was conjuring up the same energy as like the potion seller skit. And now I'm just embarrassed. the line art's actually gonna go faster than I thought it was going to. That's almost embarrassing to some degree. Like, just out here building myself up thinking that I'm not gonna be able to do it. And it's like, oh, wait, just do it. Just keep going. You'll get there eventually. Top. Fine. So realizing that some stairs are not, they don't make any sense. You know, like the step would be like 2 inches taller or shorter than the next one, which I helped build a deck one, and we measured it like 3 times. At the very end, we had one step that was like I think it was about half an inch shorter than the rest. It just happened. Like, we measured and we measured and we measured and we measured, and it was like, well, it's got to be like this. And then we did it, and it was like, we goofed. But there's like no way to fix this. This is just the life that we live. And that one frickin' stair was like a death trap. The thing that always caught everybody, because humans, unfortunately, are very lazy in the sense of how we move. So if we step, we expect this much height. So if the thing is like this much taller, this much shorter, it's weird to us. This step was no exception. That said, though, put one right here. Oh god, I just cutting through the should probably just do it on. I will start by putting the support down. first lane. Base. Put it in at the end rather than having to fight the two. Look proper the first time. Together. And if it doesn't look right, don't matter, because it'll just look, because sometimes it looking silly will almost be more fun. Just like, oh, what kind of contraption is this? And it's like, don't worry about it. How do I keep managing to do it in that spot, though? There we go. This thing looks so unsafe in the best way. Ah, love it. Woo, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Well, the sneeze comp must grow. And so it does. Ugh, speaking of frickin' the whatever must grow. After playing that Factorio game with Psych Olive, I'm just like, man, I got the itch, chat. I got that itch. Don't know what to do about it. Besides just accept that it's a thing and move on. Which is also probably just the right thing to do, quite frankly. Yeah, like Factorio, it's fine. Nobody gonna be upset with you about it. If they are, then to railings. Oh, I feel like we should also put some railings on the on this here little bad boy too, shouldn't we? So that it's not as much of a death trap. That's easy. Just up. You know what? Yeah, just like an almost insignificant amount of railings. Like a concerning lack of railings. Like, wait, that thing doesn't look very sturdy, and it's like, don't worry about it. You're worrying about it too much. When all you have to do is just not worry about it. I think I should actually worry about it a lot. You shouldn't. I just sure I remember the gaps are. Lovely. Okay. Go. I missed it. Ah, well. Not that hard to work. Behold! Treehouse. Is it a place that you would like to live in, chat? I certainly hope not. It looks very unsafe. Needs at least like 6 more support beams. At minimum. Right now, this frickin' tree is doing a lot of work keeping this thing up in the air. Ah, love it. And to keep myself accountable, I have an artist friend that I occasionally send art to, working on stuff to be like keeping myself under the account of things. Gotta make sure that I'm keeping myself. Let's add planks as the next thing, and then we'll do base colors. We're making progress here, though. Feel like I need to add something. There. And there. Perfect. Easy. Now, nobody can be upset if I'm being unentertaining. Here. Now, we're gonna have an interesting time because now we gotta add in planks. See, planks. Oh, they literally just have the planks across the way. Eh? There's not really any gaps between them. Oh, that makes my life so much easier. If that's the case, it's just line after line after line. About a tall. And then just same yay tall. Now, I do see the issue of the lines kind of going outside of the range a little bit. And of course, we'll be having the issue as well. That's what an erase tool is for. Here. Bam. And then this. Merge them all together. Sleep. Up one. It complete room. Second one. That one. Those ones, of course, but get to that part when we. Man, that does already add a lot to the place, doesn't it? I do also realize I may have goofed a little bit in the card. Second. Doesn't mean we can't just grab some of it and keep going. Second paradise. Which definitely has plank I look. Let's grab plank. Oh, copy paste. Double it up. Ham. Removed. Right. To be merged together now. Toss that bullet aside. All right. Planks complete. Didn't think that would go that fast, but here we are. Oh. Oh. Apologies for all the pops, by the way. Back is still being a bum. A bum, bum, bum. Save that again to make sure that we got that. We'll merge the planks together. And we have those. now I need... Oh, just start by going like that. I was not registering that push. Now, luckily, but... wasn't for some reason. I do want to stick kind of to the colors of the original. There's a lot of like nice yellows, I believe. Nice. Softer orange colors, and the roof is kind of like a reddish chocolate brown. Up that color. Go back into the treehouse itself. Just kinda lather it on there. Well, I mean, in this case, we. Oi! Damn it. Then the roof. Color them. I'm gonna keep using it as a reference. It's not super common in my ability. So. I goofed. A little bit of goofing happening over here. Oh, besides the... that map technically gives a texture. There. I'm doing it even worse than I thought I was gonna. Tisk tisk tisk. Come on now. You're better than this. That'll actually do, I think. There we go, and then we... there. And because I want to be a little bit late, go with blue. See in a second why I'm doing good on their own. We're gonna make these curtains. Shouldn't be too hard. Make that work. Also, I'm realizing that I'm actually kind of zooming these right now. Let's go with curtains. Also go with shadows. And there. Further down, because you guys. Slightly curtain. Supposed to have curtains. There's no person. Quite the way I want it. Let's try this curtain one. This curtain. You know what? Maybe I should do the right thing and actually go look at some curtains. Look for some reference. Curtains. Curtains closed specifically. There's definitely a certain shape to them. Actually very sharp. Should almost be more. See if I can make this happen with the top. What you need to do afterward, like, I think the bird tool, red side. Establish the line a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Not gonna lie, it looks like a house I'd like to live in. Wonder if it has a basement. I mean, Brian, we could put a basement in if you really wanted to, but it's gonna require extra. And it's gonna be a whole other thing to get to. We could put like a thing. We could put a basement in here, but it would require us to like have to dig a hole, well, literally dig a hole into the ground. Put some nice structures in there so that it's all nice and sturdy. We could do it though. We could do it for the right price. We could make it happen. It gives more curtain feels. Perfect. Getting there. They're probably there. Merge them together. Not flawless, but it gives kind of the illusion of curtains. Might go back to it later and be like, maybe I don't like this, but I'm not gonna get anything done if I'm gonna get super hyper focused on everything. Which is a hard thing to do, but gosh dang it, I'm gonna try. Alright, so we're gonna try and do some shading at the moment. Just some very basic shading. Specific. Boop, boop. Be a dick about it. Fine. Fine. Draw the initial line. Oh. Still being a jackass about it. Draw the hole. Who knows? Sometimes our program is just like fighting. And if that's the case, then I won't fight them. Oh, I know what the issue is. I found the issue, boy. I had the tolerance set too high. So it was being a little sassy because it was getting also just enjoy it. That on its own already adds a fair bit to it, which is a little bit of shading all on one side to be like, there you go. Obviously, we're not done, but it's a nice start. Take this color. Brush it. Here. Pardon. just gonna actually cast. I think because of that, Haley. Oh, what is it about sitting in a good posture that almost just makes your back feel worse? I don't understand. This really quickly. This. Well, speaking of which. It wants us to take a break. Lighting and shadow isn't. So. Maybe it's easier for me to just do something really simple like this. Like, just don't go horrifically hard on it. Just be like, there you go, there it is, look at it, it's okay. Maybe I'm aiming too high at the moment. And I could be doing just fine with just something. Well, regardless, I'm at the point right now where I first need to put these markings on it first so that I can, how to say, get those out of the way, get them figured out, put the shadows of those in accordance, the things, put these extra branches, which here, because otherwise that's gonna look real weird. But same general idea. Throw some more leaves on top of them using the same general method as what I used in the back. So it's making decent progress, honestly. There's a part of me that just wants to expand it just a little bit more so that I'm taking things in a slightly excuse my yawns. Ugh. The sleepy boy behavior never ends. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do to continue to the front stuff. Figure out what that looks like. See if it looks okay. See if it doesn't. The heck, hello, Lunady. Welcome. Just need to get that done. I need to get that done. I need to put the branches. I need to put more trees in front of them. I need to hide the background. I need to adapt the background because I don't like the way the background quite looks right now. Not sure how yet. I'm gonna figure out how somehow. Could add a second darker hill in the background to show that this is a bowling hill. What do I want? Maybe just no, not just sky in the background, in which case I'll have to make an actual like decent sky. But that's doable. Maybe actually like do some trees to show that there's like other trees nearby. Yeah, I still gotta figure it out a little bit because I don't know if I like the green hill idea. I don't think the green hill quite lands how I want. Or maybe was prominent. There. Ding. Ding. Yeah. But I think we're actually close to finishing this. I love the fact that some of the stairs are lopsided. Just to really show that this thing was made with like TLC in mind, but not with a crazy amount of handiwork. Like the house was probably built properly, but the stairs were like kind of like well, how do we get up there? It's like, oh, what if we build some stairs really quick? How much wood we got left? This much? Yeah, we can probably build a staircase. Oh, but then this is only part 1. I still need to draw. And I still need to draw, so I need to finish this. So let me make a list really quickly. So I need to draw treehouse, which we're working on. I need to draw inside of probably like suburb house. I need to draw a letter, a forward facing letter. I need to draw a hand reaching and holding. Oh wait, that should be envelope and forward facing envelope and forward facing letter. So I still got a bunch of stuff that I gotta draw, and then I still gotta edit it all. So that's a whole other sitch. But we'll get to that part when we get to that part. Pardon me, everyone. My insomnia murdered me again today. So doing a whole sleepy sitch. But that doesn't mean we're not done. That doesn't mean that we're done yet. I'm going for at least another hour. I'm gonna try to get this one done today, if nothing else. We might start on something else. We might transition over to something after we're done with this that isn't art related. I'm not sure yet. I still have quite the difficulty when it comes to like. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Lunity. I still definitely have a difficulty with switching to different things on stream. Like being like, yeah, I'm working on art right now. And thank you for the head pats in the stretch. And then being like, yeah, we're going to switch over to this for a little bit. Like, that's still something that I struggle with for, like, no real reason. I don't know what it is. Something in this old noggin here that does it. Oh, yeah. Then we leave, right? Oh, that's potentially something else, Lunity. That noise gate might block the pops. How very saddening. Very disappointing. Ugh. And shake out our wrists. Alright, we gotta take a quick little 3-minute break to start before anything else. So if you guys can, they're able to. I hope that you get up and stretch. Grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. I will be back ASAP. BRB. And we're back. All right. Let's get this picture done. Nothing else. Sitting up. Great. Let's see. Have it in house. Okay, so it's like a dark tarp. Or tarp-like at least. Yeah. Sure that it's setting in water thing. That stuff out. Realize this one could act, but just be it. Back the thing. I cannot tell if it's crazy windy outside. Look like it is, but there's a chance. Happy boy, let's go. Hello, Dub Shadow. How are you? Good morning, my dude. I hope that you're doing well. Just got back from work. Hell yeah, that sounds like a positive to me. This is we're gonna name this specifically the, oh god, what the heck would you even call these? The, roof caps. All of it, though. Grab a cup and relax. I'm glad to hear that, my dude. That. Quick and slapdash, but I think it'll actually work just fine. And Really quick. Tree is going to be the fascinating. Put this. Grab this. Here's where it's gonna become. Know roughly where I want everything to go. That one fence, aka large branch. This. Try to slice this off a little. Got that division right. Tapped a little too much. Isn't it? Coming up. And requires me to shading it and start with arrows. Its own freaky thing. Sure. Barely. this. Just... Super goes ranch coming up. Spot. Let's do it again. And later parts. Lightly. Bag is maybe I can. This is a good idea, but we're gonna give it a quick. It works well enough. I'm content with how it's working. Brick. Anchor. Not really paying attention to that side for the most part. These relative. Oh. Some of these are gonna wipe. So welcome back, Levi. Yeah, I think this will work. I think this. as I said, I still don't know how to feel about the background specifically because I think it's quite landing where I want it to. Here. That'll do. Thanks. Back one. Focus is mostly supposed to be up here anyway, so I think it matters. Ah, that's what's happening. So just jamming along to the tunes. This should have already been. So. And thank you for reminding me to see. The wonder of how to do this background. Because the actual reference is like actual trees and houses in the background. It's like, all right, fine, but I don't want to draw that. I want to kind of have this like its own little out in the middle of nowhere thing, but I'm not quite presenting. Technically, like tree brush of sorts. Yeah, sure, but Not sure if this really portrays that. Doesn't really do it. This. Delete. There's something there. Just not sure how to make it. Actually, that's not terrible. Kind of gives the illusion that there's more trees in the background. This is like the biggest tree of the forest. Yeah, why not? Still need to do a little bit more shading here and there just to really make it look right, but for the most part, I think that on its own made this a lot better. Great, looks very pretty. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. The lighting works here. I think this works. Well, there's one. Extra. By that lot. Oh. There. That's the case, that probably be. What light? Somehow. Must be a little bit thicker too. The top's off in a second. I'm alright with that, actually. Looks a little bit goofy, but I like the general feel of it. For the time being, I think we're gonna call this one done. Just so that I can move on to the rest, because I do actually have a deadline for this. As difficult as it is doing deadlines, like self-made deadlines, are such a pain in the butt because you gotta keep yourself accountable. And there's a lot of just like, yeah, or I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. But it's like, eventually, you can't do it tomorrow. And also, you can't get it done before tomorrow. And it's like, oops. Goes for 1 second, I alt-tab away. Hello, Denzel. Thank you so much for the raid, my dude. Very much appreciated. Good evening, everybody. How was everybody doing over at Denzel's? Almost wrote Denzel instead of Denzel's. That was embarrassing. I saw that you were working on more stuff. And hello, Bumble Jelly Bottom, and hello, Star Fox. How is everybody doing today? I hope that you guys are having a good Saturday today. Welcome everybody to the Sleepy Bread Clubhouse, where I'm literally drawing the Sleepy Bread Clubhouse at the moment. It's right there in all its glory. Wow. As I sit upright because I'm trying to fix my posture and it's taking a while. Star Wolf. Yes, I did actually say Star Fox, didn't I? I did an embarrassment. I did a whoopsie doodle there. Looking good. Why, thank you, Denzel. I appreciate that. How was your stream? Did you have a good time? And also, do you need to go take care of yourself? Because you need to go take care of yourself. Please, by all means, go take care of yourself. You silly goober, you. I now also need some swap-a-doodling. There. Yeah, we've been rigging and finishing one of the characters, and I'm converting into relaxing / eventual lurk mode. Totally fine. If you need to lurk, please by all means do so. Peeps coming in. The same to you guys. If you guys need to do a lurk or just need to step away altogether, totally fine. Totally get that. In some cases, you only got time for one stream. So if you need to go eat, stretch, move around, hydrate, decompress, heck, if you need to sleep, by all means do so. But if not, you're more than welcome to stick around. How dare I have been bonked with the squeakiest of bonks. Although sometimes I swear that thing does actually miss me, and I don't know how to feel about it. Like, if someone redeems it, if I just go fast enough, is there a chance that I can just straight dodge it? I don't know. Things that keep me up at night. It did miss? I heard a boop boop. Unless the darn thing isn't making any noise. See? Boop boop. B-Nan, you are making sound, aren't you? Yeah, it looks like it did make boop boop. Also, thanks, Dub Shadow, for the violence. It did very much miss. It did? Oh no. Well, a new thing that I need to look into. Let me write that down on the list of things that I need to fix. Bonk. Broken? Question mark? Troubleshooting never ends. 'Tis true. Especially when you keep forgetting that you need to troubleshoot. If anything, it hit Dabby Will. R.I.P. Dabby Will. He's just doing his best. He's trying to entertain. He's out here like Homer Simpson when everybody tells him that he needs to go and, where he needs to dance, and he just kind of makes some light stepping left and right situations as people throw peanuts at him. Except he doesn't care because he's dabbing on people, so nothing can harm him. He has an impenetrable shield known as the Dab Shield. I don't know where to take this. I feel like I should be able to take this, but I can't seem to quite go further with it. Creativity falling apart. Is there anything worse? That's what I still need to do. Give curtains a little bit of extra shading. The wooden panels should be doing so. But that's an easy. Or maybe it isn't. Good drawing you got there. Why, thank you. Everyone is tired today. Well, to be fair, though, Star Wolf, I almost did it again. I am, unfortunately, one of them there peeps that just gets bonked by the insomnia pretty badly, so... I'm just tired because insomnia loves to visit me at night and be like, hey, Will. And I'm like, what? It's like, hey, hi, hey. It's that for hours. Just rinse, lather, and repeat. Just. You can't sleep. Oh, for sure. It's a rough one. You know, we deal with it. We roll with it, but it sucks. Recently, it's been coming in the form of like strange, annoying dreams, which is a thing that I have every now and then where something will get stuck in my head. Just something that will annoy me, and it will just force that into my dreams, which will force me to wake up because I'll get so annoyed that I'll wake up. And then I'll be like, well, that was dumb. All right, let's not think about that anymore. Go back to sleep. And then basically, like, immediately I'm back in the dream, annoying the frick out of me. And it's like, okay, how do I get rid of this? I can't. So far, I have not figured out a way. But one day, probably Baby Shark. And I normally just dream about dreamy things. Well, I'm glad, Bumble. That's so much better. Dang, your brain is just an asshole. Truth. The dumb thing is it was something that wasn't even really bugging me that much. The dream last night was a Minecraft dream because I was playing a little bit of Minecraft last night, and I ended up having like a dumb situation where I fell into like a single square hole that landed me on a ledge, and then I died on the ledge, but the ledge caused all my items to explode out of me into the lava below. So even though I didn't die from the lava, all my stuff got bonked. So because of that, you know, went to bed mildly annoyed. Just like, okay, well, I guess that's the end of the night for me because I really don't want to deal with that. But just for some reason, and like, they weren't even related to that part of the dream. It was like somebody was trying to do something and I'm like, don't do that. And they would just keep trying to do it and it's like, don't do that. And again, it was just in Minecraft. It was like the frickin', you know, like commit mass bonking in Minecraft. Except they were just being silly in Minecraft. And it's just like, you stop, and eventually I'd wake up and be like, wow, that was annoying. Go back in, and then they're immediately doing it again. Ah, yes, the Cobblemon dreams. Of course, Dub Shadow. Of course, you understand. The creeper is what mostly ends me in that dream. I wish, at least at that point, it was like, all right, it's just a creeper. It's like, no, it's just a different player doing something stupid. And me trying to be like, stop. I don't even remember what the stupid thing was. They were just doing something that I was just constantly like, will you just stop? Will you just stop? No, it was not Luna. It was know their name until consciousness person. You know what I mean? Try dreaming about playing Earthbound. Well, I haven't played Earthbound, Bumble, so that's good. That makes it a difficulty. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, where like it's just like yeah, I know this person, I know everything about them. Consciousness, I could not tell you their name, I could not tell you what they look like, I could not tell you a single fact about them. Another one of those, like, the mind is a fascinatingly irritating thing. Oh? Neat. To do it for the curtains, I gotta do it for all the curtains. There we go. Dreamerson, or yeah, Dreamson, exactly, of the long Dreamson family. One of those groups that is, how to say it? One of those families that's simultaneously well known around the world, but no one can quite point them out. Honestly, they're the greatest spy family known to man because they can just... Everyone is aware of who they are, but they'll never... You know, but like no one will ever be able to truly recall them. They'll never be a like, oh yeah, they have these features and they dress like this. There's just kind of like a, yeah, they were there, Was Earthbound just the greatest cult classic video game of all time on the SNES? Again, I know like nothing about it. I'm aware of it because it's a very famous video game, but I've never played it. Go. Sorry, I had to do a quick peek at something before I did anything else. There we go. Sorry, just gotta get all this stuff up. I'll look it up when I leave. No worries at all. Starwolf, if you need to head out, don't think that you have any obligations of any kind. Going into the Mother series blind is a great idea. Oh dear, how frightful. I only knew about Earthbound just by name for a long time before even playing it. Yeah, that's essentially where I'm at right now, where it's just like Earthbound. A lot of people really like it. And I think I know one other thing about it, and I'm just not going to say it out loud. Because one, I don't know if it is Earthbound specifically. And two, it's a strange fact. What am I doing now for the last 13 minutes? Brother, the rest of my phone's almost dead. Go charge your phone! And Starwolf, of course, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Go charge your phone, please! Before it's too late. Before you charge it anyway and there's no consequences to your actions of any sort besides that the phone is dead for a few minutes while it needs to get some bars back or some charge back. And yeah, that it has an interesting creature design of sorts. Cheers, Starwolf. Have yourself a great weekend. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna go and chat with chat for a little bit because I don't see myself being able to start up anything too reasonably in the next like 10-ish minutes. Nice and easy. Also a grand appreciation to the artist that drew you those, Dub Shadow. I really like them. The little emotes that you have, I think they're very nice. Go. All right, There. I mean, yeah. We're just doing a light just chatting at this point before we head out for the night. I think I got the 3-hour energy in me, and then I don't know what I'm doing for the rest. Oh, well, I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be reading a TTRPG manual for a while because I want to know. I want to know how it works. Oh. Wow. Friend of mine. And a talented artist, photographer, filmographer. Well, an individual of many talents, clearly. Of just, behold, of all these things, I can do them all. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here, like, making bubbles with my spit, and it's just like, that's a talent, right? I hope so, because otherwise, I got nothing. So let's take a look-see, Lou, while we're at it. At any potential raid targets. Better to prep up now before there's that final moment of like, oh no. Now you're get. You slice it in half, you could say that it's gyat. But I'm pushing real. And sorry, Bumble, I'm not sure exactly what is in reference to. Love me some typos. No, let me, look, we're just improv here at this point, Dub Shadow. There's a typo, we say it's not a typo. We say it's what was meant to be said, and then we drive forward with whatever ends up resulting in that. You gotta just, you shadow box, you roll with the punches. We have one more session for the final fight. Let's go, Ling. I hope that you had a great time. Welcome back. And which character is this, by the way? Okay, you are a gyat. I'm gonna be real with you, Bumble. I am not sure how to approach that particular word. Okay, so this is the Eldritch Knight. Okay, then who's the other character? Who's the other character? Because I can't do names. I just need descriptions. The Bard. Okay, got it. I will forget, but also hype. Yes, the Dance Bard. The one who's out here just straight thrillering their way through fight scenes. That's how I presume. That's now my headcanon for that character. I'm so not used to not having extra attacks. Womp womp. Womp womp. That's such a shame, Ling. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Why don't you just play Pathfinder instead, Ling? You have 3 actions per turn. And you can just use them accordingly. Yeah, just Pathfinder 2, just Pathfinder 2nd edition, forehead. It's so easy. It's so simple. Actually, yeah, after stream, I'm gonna be learning Iron. I think it's called Iron Sworn, specifically. Yeah, Iron Sworn. And I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of excited to see what it's all about, because it seems neato, but I don't really know much about it. So I'm gonna be dropping in and doing a heck of a read. It's been a while since I got a chance to just sit down and crack open a random TTRPG manual or rule book and be like, how does this work? I must know, and I shall know, by breaking it down and figuring out what it's all about. How am I going to be able to do this all evening? Probably not. What is TTRPG? A tabletop role-playing game, specifically, Bumble. So like Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, Stars Without Number, Lancer, many other such sorts things. Oh, it's something that I personally find incredibly fascinating, and I've been like a game master for several games in my day. So I like learning different TTRPGs because I think they're fascinating, and that's just the way that I like doing things. So that's gonna be my little reward. I get to say this. I always wanted to try D&D and got a book since it looked pretty, but it's always so expensive. To think my first D&D book was 5e. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So there are many types of letters RPGs. I mean, it's specific. Usually, like a tabletop RPG is specifically connected to, like, because there's like tabletop games that use like figurines and such, like BattleTech and Warhammer and some and such. I can't quite think of the can't think of the other one off the cuff, but like things where you're like moving pieces on like a board, and like Dungeons and Dragons can have that. It doesn't have to have that, but it can. But the RPG aspect to it is more, you know, role playing. So like acting out your character, and the also, you know, like leveling up and the systems within that usually are implemented with RPGs, etc. Oh, hold on, sorry. There we go. RPGs are great. I would recommend, if you can, to give a TTRPG a try, if you can. They're very enjoyable. And if that's not something that you're interested in, you could always play games of the sort. So like Pathfinder Kingmaker, for instance, is a video game that takes the rules of the Pathfinder system and turned it into a video game. So like you would be getting like kind of, how to say, you'd be getting a video gameized version of a TTRPG. Disco Elysium is another good one. Yeah, for sure, Denzel. Doing any? He's sitting there. Where's my? I see. That explains so much. Got a bunch of RPGs to get through right now. Mother 1. Oh, Firefight. Yeah, the Fire Emblem series are great games as far as I can tell. Ooh, Paper Mario 64. Let's go. Very good choices. Also, I'm realizing the time, so we do need to actually wrap up for the evening. I'm trying to think of where we should go. You know what? I have never raided Nyx before, so let's go and raid him. He is playing the first Berserker at the moment, so let's go over that way. As per usual, I obviously need to just zoom through. And yeah, Brian, I figured... Wait, Brian, it's so late for you! You absolute legend! There we go. About to say, if there's somebody who would know a lot of like classic older RPGs, Brian would know them. Also, everybody, sorry that we're doing this quickly because I'm realizing the time and going, ah! And also, I tend to just, when I don't know how to say it, when I feel like I need to raid, there's not a lot of like transition between those two time. But yeah, if you are subscribed, please use the top raid message. If you're not subscribed, please use the bottom raid message. No problem at all, Brian. Please have yourself a good night. We're going to do a quick outro, and then we are done for the evening, because that's unfortunately just how my brain goes. So, everybody, thank you so much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you were super appreciated. Hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it ever to be for you. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water, and may finally to sleep, whatever time it ought to be for you. Hope you have a very restful sleep. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Denzel, thank you so much for the raid. Super appreciated. I will see you guys over at Nix's, and I hope to see you tomorrow for Yakuza. And if not, have yourself a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you the next time that I see you. Bye for now.